You can't just take one observation from one person at one time and make a broad scale application and conclude something like, oh, the Earth must be flat.
So if you were to take, say, a broad scale observation of the sky and categorize it as astronomy, and then tell people how their world is based on those mere observations, you'd say that they were completely bunk. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Observation alone does not make science. I mean, observation doesn't make science at all, because you need to observe something actually occurring for it to be classified as a phenomena. That's something occurring. Not seeing something that you believe will be there based on maths, that's not a phenomena.
It's not true.
So you're describing logic as used.
Sorry, how is it logic? If I see Chicago, it logically infers that I don't see Chicago because the maths of Earth curve says there should be a hill in the way, but there isn't a hill in the way. Therefore, logically, it must be that unbonded gas forms lenses and bends light around the Earth when I look at the maths equation of 7/6 of a radius value that has been measured on a flat plane. That's logic. No, what that actually is, gentlemen, is you being batshit insane. There is nothing logical or consistent about any of what I have just summarised. It's insane. You're the nutters at the beach telling the people having a nice view that they're not really seeing their view. That's your version of logic. You're not really seeing the island, it's only logical.
Used for a scientific method approach to...
There it is again. Yeah? Fraud. Scientific method. Let's go through it. Just for my audience, not for the benefit of this fraud who's using this method to claim validity of an observation. Step 1. Observe natural phenomena. That is something occurring in nature, not caused by man, not synthetic. And step 2. Suppose a cause for the natural phenomena you observed. That consists of your independent variable, supposition of causal influencer yet to be validated, and dependent variable, that's the observed phenomena in step 1. Step 3. Actualize your scientific prediction, otherwise known as hypothesis. Your hypothesis, if causal influencer, independent variable, then naturally occurring phenomena, dependent variable. It is an if and then suppositional statement that you will vary the suppositional causal influencer and see if it causes the dependent variable you are trying to induce. That is called an experiment. The process also has a requirement for systematic experimentation. That is to say, you will repeat the variation of causal influencer to confirm in a systematic manner that it does cause the dependent variable that you are studying. That is a relatively concise summary of the method of science, otherwise known as the scientific method. At no stage, ladies and gentlemen, has this bearded fraud used that method. What he has done is gone and looked at a town or city in the distance. That's what he has actually done. He has then gone on to told you it is logically consistent to ignore that you see it and assume you can't, because something you can't see, that's a hill getting in the way, should be but is not in your way. Therefore, the should be but is not in the way based on Earth curve maths is his claimed now phenomena, to infer that his garbage and lies has somehow comported with this method he just named. Liar, fraud, pseudoscience peddling salesman.
The conspiracies. So would you say that conspiracy evidence is essentially pseudoscience?
No, because pseudoscience is a claim of science that has not been put through the scientific method as described by me 30 seconds ago. Pseudoscience just means you claim it's science like this guy did and then don't put it through the scientific method.